About a month to a month and a half ago, my fiance, seemingly out of nowhere, decided that she no longer wanted to give energy to our relationship anymore, that the idea of us no longer served her. This experience is causing one of the clearest spiritual awakenings that I've had yet. The truth is it can be really easy in a breakup to immediately seek some new relationship because it provides you comfort. It makes you feel like you're not alone. It can be so easy to tell yourself a story that the other person sucks, you know, to try to get through it, to try to make yourself feel psychologically okay. It can be so easy to go into drugs or self-destructive habits. And I'm saying this because I've done those things before in my past breakups. Those are the easy path. That's coping with the symptoms of loss. But there's something beyond coping, and it's called growth. And where that growth is being willing to be present and honest with yourself about what is really happening in your life. Now, there are obviously right now major shifts that are happening on the planet, and we're all going through it right now. We are all in this together. And I want to let you know that one of the hardest things to do is to be present and be willing to see what is really happening, why it's happening, and what it means for you in your life. That is the hardest thing for us to do, but that is the courageous thing to do. That is what, if done, causes us to expand, become aware, and become more in alignment with ourselves. Resisting these shifts, resisting these changes creates only one thing: pain. We are going to have to confront some pain. We are going to have to see and feel things for what they really are. But that's what we really want to do. Sincerely, that's what we need to do. Otherwise, we are bound to unconscious cycles of creating the same experiences over and over again with our finances, with our relationships, with the quality of our life. If we just seek something that provides us comfort right now and avoid what it is that we're really going through, we are destined to have to repeat these lessons over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, my friend, that is not what you want. So as painful as it is to feel what it is that we go through in these shifts sometimes, we need to. We owe it to ourselves. We deserve that kind of presence. Now, the truth is that when she broke up with me, I was so up in my crown chakra at that time because of some new projects I'm doing, which caused me to tune very high up, dimensionally speaking, that I could see that everything is aligned and happening on purpose. I could see that from the crown chakra, very detached, and just say, okay, story's changing, let's go. I accepted it very easily. Honestly, I was doing really, really well. But then I began to feel something in my heart, a disturbance, a sort of pain. And at first that pain made me want to go even higher up, detach even more. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to deal with it. What did I not want to deal with is the truth that while I am a spiritual being, I am also Nathan. Nathan is real. He's here. He's a human person with feelings and experiences. And I've come to learn that there's been certain things going on within Nathan that needed to be seen. They needed to be seen. And so what I'm going to do now is literally share with you what I've seen. Now, what I'm seeing within myself and what's happening in my life might not be directly related to you, but the energy and the awareness that I'm sharing, I know can benefit you in your life to have the courage to look and see for yourself. For 4 years, I have been absolutely obsessed, so passionately obsessed with making these videos on YouTube. The truth is that for a lot of the time in my relationship that just recently ended, my love language could be summed up as, don't bother me right now. I'm busy making videos. You see, what I was saying for 3 years straight to a person who deserves to be seen, to be loved fully. What I was really saying over and over again was, I care more about my career than I do about you. Now, I didn't see this before, but by being willing to be present and see this, I've come to discover the truth that my choosing YouTube over and over again in my life over everything. I mean, I've chosen it over friends. People have reached out their hand to connect, to share an actual moment with me, but I'm just too busy making YouTube videos. You know, I've chosen it over my health sometimes. I've chosen it over my relationship. I've chosen it over other things that I'm passionate about, like playing music, like writing, like so many things. And what I want to tell you, and why I'm being so straightforward and being raw and honest here with you, I'm not trying to be TMI. I just want to be real, because it is so hard to be real. It takes such courage to be a real person and tell the truth. And to be honest, that's all I know how to do right now in my life, because honestly, I'm a little bit confused, and yet waking up and becoming more clear than ever before. So there is hope. We're not lost. There are a lot of people I've met who are recognizing me from YouTube, and they've expressed such gratitude for what I do. And that truly is such special moments. I've appreciated those things. Some people I can see clearly, and some of them even say it, how badly they want to be like me. But you got to understand that by me repeatedly choosing this over everything else in my life, I have allowed nearly every category of my life to wither away except for this. Now, I'm not here to complain or self-pity. I'm here to share my conscious realizations with you, to hopefully help you, to save you from having to make the mess in your life that I've made in mine. There's something that we do as humans, a lot of us. We pick some goal or something that's important to us, and we obsessively reach for it, and we just keep fighting for it and going for it and going and going and going and going. And in the process of doing so, forget to appreciate all of the things that are right here in our lives right now. We literally forget. We don't really taste the food on our plates. We don't really love the person who's with us. We're too busy in our head crafting our next move, that next goal, whether for you it be, I'll be happy once I get the finances. I'll be happy once I get the success. I'll be happy once I get the relationship. My friend, please stop this fool's errand. It is stealing your life from you, and I know, because I have allowed this fool's mission to cause me to be unconscious in my life and self-sabotage some pretty fucking beautiful shit. And to tell you the truth, just to be totally honest, I love her so much. And I feel that she never really got to receive the real love, the real me, because I was so busy choosing everything else. But I promise you that there is a life of balance where we don't cut out every area of our life except this one obsessive goal or whatever it is. And just so you know, I really do love making these videos. It's not that this has been a false pursuit. Making these videos is really who I am. And even though I'm definitely going through some shit right now, I'm still here because this really is who I am. I really am here with you authentically doing this. But the truth that I see now is that my entire life did not have to suffer for me to be here with you right now in this moment. It's just that simple. We can show up in our lives and be present and appreciate what is here right now. We really can be. And while it can be so much easier to jump into some story or some new relationship to make you feel good about yourself, to make you feel like you haven't lost anything, honestly, the pain, the loss, if you have the courage to be present with it, you're going to learn something that's going to change your life for the better. Because I promise you this. And to be honest with you guys, where I'm at right now, I am praying so strongly for a second chance. But I can't control other people. I really can't. I have to just be me and show up in every moment and do the best that I can and just keep telling the truth. And I also have to let go right now. And it's scary. I know. It's really scary to be present and see who we've really been being and what we've really been doing in our lives. It's so much easier to just jump into another relationship or tell yourself some psychological story that the other person sucked or, things like this. It's so easy to just pick some new goal. It's fine. You're fine, Nathan. Just focus on getting to this point on your YouTube channel or this new goal or this. All these false summits. How about just be here now? How about open your eyes and appreciate and love this moment and what's happening in it? Because to be honest with you, the mistakes I've made all came from me not doing that. And it's so weird to see that so much of me was putting so much into this for us, for my relationship. I wanted so desperately to be a dependable man who could provide, who could take us traveling, who could be someone that she could be proud of, that I'm really, putting myself out in the world and really helping people and really succeeding. And to find that all she really wanted was for me to just look in her eyes and see her and love her. I made a mistake. And I've had the courage recently in my life to look and admit that to myself. I made a mistake. And I'm genuinely, just to be totally honest, I'm obviously very TMI mode right now. I'm tripped out because I think that I was with the blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl all along and that I have played a fool. I've played a fool. And it might be hard for some of you guys to understand because of how conscious I am in these videos, because of how vibing I am. But you got to understand that I have a whole life behind the scenes of this camera, and I've been unconscious in many of those areas. Very conscious with you, but unconscious in other parts. And the truth is that if I did not learn and realize this lesson, there is no way I could ever allow the universe to give me a second chance with her. I had to realize this. And if she doesn't want to give me that chance, if she herself does not realize a value for the relationship and want that, I have to accept that. And that is freaking painful, but I have to accept it. And the fact is that there's a lot of people in the world, and I know that eventually I would be able to have another connection with an amazing woman. I'm sure there's someone out there. I think there's a lot of people that we could be with. I really don't think that there's just one that we're waiting for. I think a relationship is something you consciously show up in every moment, and both parties have to continuously choose to value the relationship. And once someone stops, things can start to fall apart. And she may have broken up with me, but to tell you the truth, I can see clearly that I stopped putting into the relationship way before she left. She stuck with me for a long time where I was not valuing her or being there in the way that is authentic to who I am. That's the worst part. Having to see that it's not that we're not right for each other. I just legitimately fucked up. It would be so much easier to go tell the story we're not right for each other, but it's like, dude, there's really something there. But eventually somebody else may come along in my life, and because I've been willing to be present and see and be conscious in this, I won't make the same mistake again. I won't. There's more to life than just succeeding at your career. There's more to life than just being financially sustained. There's even more to life than just being in a romantic relationship that provides you all of that fulfillment that they do. There's more to it than that too. See, this is the problem. We put so much emphasis on one area that we allow all the other areas of our lives to dwindle. But there is a way to just literally be present in this moment and appreciate everything that's part of it, and to really see things how they are, and to really show up as the real you. And all of the areas of your life will flourish. That's my lesson. That's what the universe has been trying to show me all along. It was trying to help me to wake up and realize that as conscious as I thought I was, my head's been pretty up my ass, guys. And I just thought you should know that. We're all human and we're all in this together, and we all show up every day and we do the best we can. I don't believe that you'd be here seeing this video resonating with the content that we make here if you were not the kind of person who shows up and gives life your all. That's not the people who don't care and just want to give up instantly. They're not going to resonate with this content. No offense, it's just the truth. So I know that we're those people who show up, we value our lives, we give it everything we've got. And I know it hurts sometimes. I know things don't always go the way we want them to. And the fact is, I've come to learn that everything in life is always changing. Literally nothing stays the same ever. The energy's constantly shifting, the frequencies are constantly emanating in new directions, the weather changes, right? The nature changes, our relationships change, our passion and our jobs, our health. I mean, it's all changing. There's only one thing that I can see, and I've been very present and been doing a lot of meditation lately. There's only one thing that I can genuinely see has never changed. And I'd like to share that with you. The only thing that has never changed is that I am the one who is choosing. Right now in this moment, I'm the one who makes decisions. So I'm going to show up and I'm going to choose to be conscious. I'm going to choose to appreciate my life. I'm not going to let this ruin me. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be the real me, because the reason that this happened is because I wasn't being real. I wasn't being present in the moment. She didn't get me. She got the guy who was obsessed with his YouTube channel. And I would love to show her who I am. And I got to be honest, there's some part of me that just prays to God that she please see this video and feel the way that I do. But I have to let go. I've got to. I have to trust. And the fact that I have consciously grown and become aware and am trusting this spiritual calling to keep being present, to keep learning, to keep growing, not to turn back, not to close off my heart, not to build up walls, not to give up, but to literally move forward with even more courage, with even more strength, then I know that I am doing the right thing in this moment. And that's all I can know. You know, that's what else can we really do? Earth is a hard place to be. There's a lot of beautiful things here, but the human life, I mean, this is a tricky situation we've got, don't we? Not just in our relationships, but who are we kidding? I mean, human life is freaking tough. There is some tough shit that we deal with here. But when we're conscious and we're seeing clearly, we have our values in check, we know who we are, we're here in this moment, it's a lot less easy for these random things and things that change in life to tear us down, because we're conscious. We can show up and respond rather than react unconsciously, sincerely. I'm still here. I'm still making videos. I'm obviously going through some pretty big changes in my life. It would be so much easier for me to just choose some story to psychologically protect myself that she's not the right person. But I don't personally believe that. And by being honest and present here, I can see that I was the source of this problem. I was unconscious. I created this. I chose this unconsciously. It wasn't a conscious choice. There's so much more to life than just that goal that we're chasing, guys. And I know that there's probably a lot of people who watch my videos because there's a lot of passion and charisma in them. And it probably helps you guys to feel courageous to pursue your dreams. But don't let your pursuit of your dreams stop you from seeing that you have some amazing and beautiful things in your life right now. And if you miss them, you're a fool. No offense. I was a fool. Don't be like me. There's so many people out there that tell me in their own way, in their own phrasing, that they want to be like me. Don't want to be like me. In certain ways, sure. I'm just trying to be honest and say, I messed up, and I need to be honest with my community about that, because I care about you guys and I care about our relationship here, and I want to be present and straightforward with you. I messed up and I'm going through some shit right now. I am not going to allow that to bring anything into these videos that is not going to benefit you in your life, in the sense that no negativity is going to come to you guys here. no chaotic energy. I'm not going to fall apart on camera, and I'm not going to put out any limiting beliefs or anything like that for you guys. I'm not. I'm going to be even more conscious than I ever was before. I'm going to be even more real. I'm going to have my heart out even more, because that's just the kind of person I am. That's the choice that I'm making. And to be honest, I've never said anything like this before on YouTube. I have literally never said this in 4 years. But to tell you the truth, I'm having a hard time right now in my life. And if you felt called to send me some love, I could use it. I could. I'm here now. I'm courageous. I'm showing up in this moment. I'm doing the best I can. But there are some moments behind the scenes where I'm not sleeping. I'm not eating. I'm crying. I'm having a hard time, guys. I really am. I'm human. And I love what I've done here, and I do not regret what I've built with you guys. I do not regret the lives that I've touched. And I'm not done here. But yeah, life can be hard sometimes. But I know that we're going to be okay. I know it. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but we always are. And just know that we are destined to repeat the same unconscious cycles until we're willing to learn our lesson. So if you're going through a shift or a hard time right now, please have the courage to be one of those special few who decides to be present with it. Don't just jump to the drugs. Don't just jump to the binge eating food and shows, or just start dating or building some new relationship that makes you feel better. Don't do it. Please be present. Please be honest and see what it is that you need to see, because I care about you and I do not want you to make the same mistakes I have. You don't need to. It's not necessary to grow. It's not. Now, I'm going through some changes right now. I'm currently in the process of moving out of the house I've been staying in. And just as an FYI for the community here, I'm going to go live in Sedona for this winter. And I feel really guided to do that. I keep having visions, and my heart is telling me, go there. There are people there who are going to love you and see you and appreciate you for who you are. And I know that that's what I need right now, because when you're left by someone who you really love, it can bring up a lot of feelings like you're not worth it. And I just feel really guided to go to Sedona. And if you happen to be there and you ever see me, please don't be afraid to come talk to me. I would love to be friends. I really would. And I'm going to make an effort to go out and be part of the community and actually connect, because for the past 4 years, I have avoided every single person that tried to connect with me ever, because I was giving everything I had to this. But life is asking me to be more of a real person, not just one-dimensional, which is funny because I've always talked to you guys about how multidimensional we are. But as it turns out, a lot of the things I've been saying to you guys, I needed to hear too. I should have been listening. I fucked up. But like I said, we're going to be okay. We are. Now, the last thing I want to say is that recently I launched a new course. No, this is not me advertising it to you guys. In that course, there are special offers that pop up, like a special deal on scheduling a coaching call with me. Now, I launched that recently, and I know that actually a lot of people signed up for that. And if you're one of those people and you have not heard from me in email yet, please understand that I've just had a really rough week, and I am so excited to speak with you guys and show up and be present and conscious. And anybody that's asked for any help or reached out to me about certain business things, or you bought a course or whatever, I promise you, I am not going to ignore you. You are valued. It's just the fact that I know that I can't help somebody else until I've helped myself. And that's what I'm needing to do. And I feel that I can faithfully and confidently tell you that I will be ready to reach out and really be a beneficial presence for you guys in those coaching calls within the next few days. So please don't be upset. Please don't feel like I'm ignoring you. I just am in this process, and it is very real to me right now in my life, and I cannot avoid it. I have to see the truth, because I cannot allow this to happen again. I'm just not interested in making this mistake ever again in any area in my life. So, thank you. Much love to all you guys. If you happen to be new here, never seen these videos, but you really resonate with it, we have a lot of profound and spiritually activating consciousness expansion conversations here on this channel. And I know that right now in my life, though things are tough, more value, more realness, more power that has ever existed here is on its way. I freaking know it. I know it. So subscribe, like this video. If you know somebody going through a tough thing right now in their life, definitely share it with them, because I know that we could all use a hug. And I hope that this video was a little bit of a hug for you, at least. Thank you. Much love to you guys, and see you in the next video. See you soon.